You're listening to Menopause Natural Solutions, episode 66, Dry Eyes and the Menopausal Transition. Welcome to Menopause Natural Solutions, your podcast for all things perimenopause, menopause and beyond. Stay tuned as your host, naturopath Jennifer Harrington, explains how to use natural therapies to find your ultimate health and happiness during your transition. Hello ladies, it's Jen here. I had so much feedback after last week's episode on 50-year-old shoulders. And a big thank you to Jen Peters, who gave me a 5-star review and said, I was literally Googling, why do my shoulders hurt just this morning? Perfect timing. Thank you for the wonderful advice. Jen, that means so much to me. I love hearing from you guys, and it really makes my day. So thank you, Jen. And if you've also been out there enjoying my podcasts, please let me know. Shoot me a review on wherever you're listening to your podcasts, or shoot me an email. I would love to hear from you. Now, if you're not on my mailing list, you may want to jump over to the website, which is menopausenaturalsolutions.com, and click on Join the Community. Well, today I have another bit of an obscure topic, and it's on dry eyes. And there's a personal reason that we're talking about this today, and that is growing up, I always noticed my nan had a rogue eye that just liked to run, and she was always cursing it, and I never thought that much of it until now in my menopausal transition. I have a rogue eye that will just water on its own accord, and I'm like, oh, I have to get to the bottom of this. And if it's something that I'm personally experiencing as I'm going through my menopausal transition, I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure there's somebody else out there who's putting their hand up and going, me too. So why not? Here we go. Do you have dry eyes? Did you put the two and two together and connect this symptom with your menopausal transition? All kinds of dryness are linked with your transition. Dry skin, dry hair, dry vagina, and even dry eyes. Unfortunately, guys, this tends to increase postmenopausally. And the problem is due to the changes in your tears. Tears help to protect and lubricate your eye. The problem could be due to a decrease in tear production, tear evaporation, or even just downright ineffective tears. Signs your eyes are dry include your eyes feeling scratchy, being light sensitive, having red, swollen or sore eyes, having an increased tendency towards eye infections, or like me, having a watery eye. A watery dry eye. Doesn't that just sound wrong? Anyway, moving back to your dry eyes, if you've got ineffective tears and your eyes aren't properly lubricating, this irritation signals your eyes to produce more tears. So hence that endless runny eyes. So let's consider what tears are made of. There are many layers, and the top layer is the mucus layer. And this layer coats the surface of the eye and helps bind the teardrop to the eye. The next layer is the water layer, and this hydrates and nourishes the eye. It protects the cornea and it helps fight potential infections. It's also where the protein and electrolytes and antioxidants and vitamins and minerals are found. So some of the nutrients are sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and zinc. And what I find really interesting is they're currently looking at ways of using babies' eye drops to test for nutritional deficiencies rather than doing blood tests on newborn little bubs, which I think is so awesome. But it just shows you how much information and how much nutrition is in your eye drops. And you can just taste it when you're crying sometimes, that there is definitely the sodium and the electrolytes in there, but there's also a whole heap of other nutrients in there as well. But the final layer is the oily layer, and this prevents the outer layer of tears from evaporating, but it also keeps the surface of the tears smooth in order for you to see through it. And when tears evaporate too quickly, this is really where the dry eyes develop. So why is this happening now? Well, guys, we don't really know. We previously assumed it was due to lower estrogen levels at this time. But women on HRT tend to have more dry eyes, and the longer they're on hormone replacement, the more severe their dry eye gets. So we no longer believe that it's due to lower estrogen levels. Newer studies are pointing towards it being more likely to be an issue with lower androgen levels like testosterone. So what can I do? How do I help my poor little eyes? Now, I want you to look at your complete symptom picture to see if testosterone deficiency could be part of the problem for you. I want you to consider if you are deficient in any of the key nutrients that are needed for healthy eyes and healthy tears. And I mentioned them before. That's vitamin A, B, C, D, E, zinc, calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium. You need to be well hydrated. And we also need to look at lubricating your eye from the inside out. Look, fish oil is great, but I prefer sea buckthorn, as sea buckthorn contains omega-7, and this oil helps cells retain moisture and helps reduce redness, discomfort, and inflammation in a dry eye. Side note, it's actually great for any forms of dryness, so keep that in mind. We also want to look at some lifestyle tips. We really want to protect your eyes from extreme weather, because whether you've got menopausal-related dry eyes or not, if you're out there in the wind, in the sun, in the cold, you can get dry eyes just from the environment. I want you to also consider how long you're looking into screens. So we really don't want to be watching too much TV or too much screen time. If it's unavoidable, consider wearing blue blocking glasses to help protect your eyes. I want you to rethink the air conditioner. Now, don't shoot the messenger. I know you're having hot flushes and a hell of a time, and you want it to be cold. You want the air conditioner. But I'm worried about you drying your eyes out even more. So if you are going to turn the air conditioner on, think about getting a humidifier just to get some moisture back into the air. I also want you to consider getting an air filter for your home, because we really want to try to avoid allergens that can irritate or trigger issues within the eye itself. Don't wear contact lenses, guys. If you do need help with seeing, then wear glasses instead. You really don't want to be putting anything inside a irritated, dry, sore eye. What is really, really important is I want you to please go and speak to an optometrist or an eye specialist. And I want you to see whether using eye drops or lubricating ointments or gels are right for you. Now, guys, please don't suffer in silence. I am here to help. If you need help optimizing your health during your menopausal transition, please reach out. That's why I'm here. Anyway, I want to wish you all the very best week possible. If you're in Australia like myself, enjoy your long weekend. I know I'm looking forward to the extra day off. I'm going away. It's so exciting. I'm actually leaving the house and going away. I hope you're also having a wonderful time wherever you are, and I look forward to speaking to you again. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to Menopause Natural Solutions. This podcast contains general information about menopause, It is provided as a guide and it is not intended to replace medical advice. Opinions of guests are their own, and this podcast does not endorse or accept responsibility for statements made by guests. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please leave a rating and review.